What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to show you guys how I track my dividends. As you can see on the screen, that this website is called trackyourdividends.com. I have used this site before in previous videos and kind of showed some stuff before, but I hadn't been keeping up to date with my holdings, so I thought I'd make a video, completely delete everything that I had and completely put back in all my holdings and kind of update everything. And I thought, you know what, I'll just make a video and kind of show you guys how I track my dividends. Now, this website it's okay. I think that the dividend income is a little bit off, but you're kind of going to get that with a free website, but it gives you a good idea of where your dividend income could be. So I'm going to just start adding in here and just kind of go along and put my shares in. And at the end, we'll just kind of go through some of the free tools you can use on this website. And yeah, so let's just get into it, I guess. So we'll come over here and do a new holding. Go Apple's my biggest holding, 24.8 shares. I already had this clicked in because I started another video and realized I needed the average price. I forgot to write that down on my little handy notebook here. So now that I got my average price, I can click that in, 115.48, and we'll add. And there you go. And it starts, as you can see at the top, it shows you your portfolio value, how much you're up, what your dividend yield is, your yield on cost, and your annual income. So that's kind of nice to show right at the top. We'll have another holding here, and we're going to do AT&T. It'll pop up, enter our shares. I have 50.85 shares and my average cost was 30.05. I'll add that in there and it shows how much I'm down on AT&T, because I was up 35 and now I'm down 134. So AT&T's really shaking me up a little bit. Next we'll come to PBA, Pembina Pipeline Core. This takes a while to pop up for some reason. I don't know why. 66 shares at $22.04. Add that in there. I'm down on that one as well. But it's nice, it just has your dividend yield and your yield on cost and annual income, and it's just really nice to be able to see that. Next, we'll go Bank of Montreal, ticker symbol BMO. I have 20.5 shares at an average cost of 59.45. This is one of my few stocks that I'm actually up on. Can you believe it? Calculating yields might take around 10 seconds. Well, we got about 9, so you better hurry up. But I'm actually up on Bank of Montreal, and it'll show me how much I'm up. Yeah, it shows you how much you're up. I didn't even notice this. It shows me I'm down $170 on T, 21 on Pembina, up 60, almost 60 on Bank of Montreal, and up about 35 on Apple. So I actually didn't notice this profit loss thing. I hadn't messed around with this website too terribly much before. Okay, we'll go with the next one. Oh, here's one that's really gonna hurt me. Wells Fargo. I bought this right at the worst time. Why is this taking so long? Thank you. I have 38.75 shares and I bought them for $30.81. Let's see how much this takes me down. Quite a bit. I'm down $314. Just a quick $314 down on that Wells Fargo. Hopefully it'll come back someday. I wish I would have never put money in it, but oh well. Here's another one that's going to hurt a little bit. Delta Airlines. I bought these literally at the worst time. It was I think it was like in August. And I bought some other stocks too, but I did finally get rid of them. My average price, $34.78. I bought Boeing was in on that, and I sold that at like a $250 loss. And Carnival Cruise Lines, I sold that at like a $10 gain though. I did make some fat profits at $10 until taxes takes it, but there was a time I would go into my portfolio and show you, but there was a time when everything started taking off, and I think it was in August. It was really when I really started getting into dividend investing, and I was going to go buy my first holdings, and I think I only have 3 left out of like 6. I sold Boeing. I had Coke. I sold Coke to buy Apple, which, why did I sell my best performing one to, keep my old ones? I don't know. Just hoping that Delta and Wells Fargo turn around, and Boeing. Lost a lot of money on Boeing. But McDonald's was in there. I still have McDonald's. You'll see that in a bit. But yeah, I just didn't fare too well on my first couple stock buys. So we'll just keep moving on here. FRT, Federal Realty Trust. I just purchased this stock last week, actually. I read a thing about it, and I was kind of intrigued, and I jumped in it a little too soon because I'm already down on it. It's got a nice dividend, though. I'm not too worried. Once this pandemic, turns around and life starts going back to normal in 1 to 2 years, I'm not worried about any of these holdings, even like my Wells Fargo and Delta. Even though they've lost me a bunch of money right now, I'm not worried in the long run. Next is Store Capital. This is actually one of my favorite stocks. I just made a video on it. My last video. I think it's one of the best REITs of 2020, to be completely honest. Well, not just 2020, but other years as well. I really like it. The business model and everything. If you want to see why I like it so much, you can check out the video. It's my last video. But my average was $27.99, 32 shares. Add that in there. I'm still down on it. Still down on about everything, to be quite honest. But that's mainly because this last week, with everything that's gone on, stimulus talks that haven't gone through, and uncertainty of the election, uncertainty of the pandemic. I mean, I don't think anyone's really making a lot of money in the stock market now unless you're, going for the short. But next one is Simon Property Group, which is SPG. I have 14 shares at $68.23. Add that in there. My next one of my favorite stocks that I wish I had more of, that I need to update and buy a few more, is McDonald's. 4.02 shares at a cost basis of $187.81. So I want to see if that added that in right, because I didn't click I didn't click when it came down with McDonald's. I didn't click this one. I guess that makes a damn difference. It's still not adding it in there. Oh my goodness. Now is it going to go? Is it in the next one? It's just not adding it. Or am I just not seeing it? No, it's definitely just not adding it. Let's restart. Refresh. I'm going to have to edit. Anyways, McDonald's. Let me pull it down so it lets it load. Okay, 4.02 shares. 187.81. Add. There. It worked. But I really like McDonald's. I'm up $162 on it. I wish I would have bought about 20 shares, now that I had the money to, but I wish I had a lot more shares than 4.02. That 0.02 really adding to my gains. Next one, 3M. Another good company that I don't know why I don't have more of, to be quite honest. Kind of a fan favorite with dividend investors, from what I've gathered from everybody else's videos that I watch. Everybody seems to like 3M, and I can see why. It's got a nice dividend yield and the whole works. 3M, I am up on that one too. One of the very few that I'm up on. Literally up on 4 stocks out of my 14 stock holding. That's whatever. Let's go with a new one. JP Morgan. Let it pull up the thing so it'll work. Number of shares. I have 6 shares at $100.88. Add that in there. Okay, and we'll go with my last holding in my Robinhood portfolio. If you've watched some of my other videos, you know that I do have a Roth IRA that's worth around $8,000. I put in $6,000 obviously in 2020 because that's the max, and I've gone up about $2,000 and made some nice dividends off it too. But I'm not going to put that in here right now, just because it's really not. Oops, $34.85. I'm not going to put that in here right now because it's really not part of my dividend portfolio. Although it does put in pay out dividends. It's kind of my retirement account, so I'm just gonna, for now, I'm gonna keep it out here, mainly because I forgot about putting it in here and didn't look up I know I have 23 shares, but I don't know my share price, so I'm just not gonna put it in here right now. But so this is my last company, LTC Properties, and as you can see, it's pretty close. If I, just off the top of my head, comparing like my Robinhood portfolio, what it's worth right now, around 13,603 and down about 485. That's close. Nice dividend yield. With IVV, when I do put it in here, that's my index fund, in my Roth IRA. It'll bring my dividend yield down, but it'll add about $150 to my annual income. So my annual income from dividends is probably closer to 800, probably like 770-ish with my Roth IRA. But yeah, I like this little website. It's kind of handy to use. So I just wanted to kind of show you guys me putting my holdings in, but it's also got some tools here. So we can let's go to dividend payments, see what that's about. Oh, this kind of just shows your upcoming ones. But it is right. I am getting a $7.20 dividend payment from Store Capital here soon, so that's right on. Let's go to future value, see what that's about. I've used this before, and I don't know if I really trust it, because it's saying my portfolio by 2029 is only going to grow by 7,000, which maybe it's completely right. Maybe it's right, but I just feel like it's going to be a little more than going up. Maybe it's spot on. I don't know. So it says by 2044, my portfolio value will be worth $36,000 and $36,540.19. But I wonder if that adds in reinvested dividends. I feel like it doesn't. I feel like if it reinvested dividends, it'd be quite a bit more, but I could be wrong. I don't know what other free tools are here. Ending annual payment. It says by 2044 I'd be getting $1,354 a year. That's nice. Let's go to upcoming dividends. Or did I already do this one? Nope. See, this is kind of nice. It's got the confirmed, the dividends, SPG, which is right on. I'm getting an $18.20 dividend payment from SPG. $5 from that. Yep, these are all right on. I love Wells Fargo paying a $3.88 dividend on 38 shares. I'm just hoping that comes back within the next couple years. We can go through my dividends, the estimated dividends for each month. For this month, it says $67.77. November, $27.54. December, $20.69. January, $68.15. February, $59. March, $29. April, $54. May, $36. June, $20.69. July looks like my biggest one at $86.35. August, $36.16. And September again at $20.69. So as you can see, they're up and down. I need to get in some stocks that pay more in November, December, March, June, and September, and August if I want to, and May. I need to get into some stocks that pay in those months to kind of round that up and be getting more, dividend payments, so I can do a little more compounding each month rather than having to wait for these bigger months. But I plan on putting, quite a bit more. I'm really gonna keep going after this dividend portfolio. I really enjoy it. The passive income's neat, and I just think it's kind of the way to go in investing. Long-term dividend growth investing just seems like the way to go for me. So I clicked on, in free tools, I clicked on diversification. So it's going to show me what sectors I'm in. So we got 6% in consumer cyclical, 10% in communication services, 10% in energy, 10% in industrials, 20% in financials, 20% in real estate, and 21% in technology. Now, don't be coming at me because I know that I'm not diversified as well as I should be, as well as I could be, through different sectors. Well, but I had a video a while ago how I would invest, $10,000, and this isn't terribly far off. I think tech I had 25%, real estate was 20%. Financial services, I kind of want to be around that 11%, along with industrials, I kind of want to be around that 5%. Energy, 8 to 10. Communication, maybe drop that down to be around 7. The consumer cyclical needs to be up. I need to work on my consumer cyclical. I think I'm going to buy Pepsi. It's going to be my next stock purchase. I really like Pepsi as a company and as a drink. I'm a big Pepsi drinker myself. I like it with a little bit of Pendleton. If you guys know what that is, Pendleton whiskey. Pendleton Pepsi. If you're of age, Pendleton and Pepsi it's spot on. You got to try it. Anyways, going off on a tangent. Consumer cyclical needs to be up around that 20% range, I think, because those are your more stable, I would say, companies. Those dividend kings, dividend aristocrats stocks, there's quite a few in the consumer cyclical. And I also need to get into healthcare. I've been looking at Merck Health and Johnson & Johnson. Probably going to get into both of them at some point. Just need a little bit more cash dollar bill in the bank before I buy more stocks. But, all in all, I just started this portfolio, so I'm a ways away from getting to where exactly how I want it. Come down here, and this just shows where I'm at for each stock. Obviously, Apple's the biggest. Pembina, AT&T, Bank of Montreal. It just goes down the list, which I'm pretty diversified through my stocks besides Apple. And that's about it for that one. I'm probably going to wrap this video up. I don't know what else. Let's go to portfolio history. Yeah, 12 months all. I probably don't have anything since I just now made this. But anyways, yeah, I think I'm going to end this video here. I just thought it'd be kind of neat to go through with you guys and show you me setting up this my portfolio in this Track Your Dividends website. I think I would try it out if I were you. Just for, it's free. You put it in there, look at it, gives you some good ideas. I wouldn't say the numbers are completely accurate, but I think it gives you a good idea of where your percentages and where your dividend payments are. So I wouldn't turn away from trying that out where it's free. But anyways, if you guys made it to the end of this video, I really appreciate you. I'd love to see you guys like and subscribe. Like I said, we're trying to get to that big 1,000 subscribers for obvious reasons, because you can monetize your channel, and I think that'd be, just more motivation to make videos. But I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.